Well, welcome back to the channel, everyone. This afternoon we're going to a different lake and it is going to be cold. I think they're talking about gusts of 40 miles per hour and I think it's about 1 to 2 degrees, so it's gonna be cold. So just like last video, I think I'm just gonna set up in a high probability spot and just hope for the best, and hopefully they're moving somewhat because I don't feel like moving in this crap. Hopefully I can get to a spot where I don't have to walk very far and we can get set up right away. So today we're just gonna target as many species as possible. Not sure if we're gonna get any big fish, but we're gonna try a different lake and see how she goes. So I'll see you out in the ice. There's a fish. This might be a little bigger. Oh yeah. Nice. At least a keeper. I'm in about 30 feet, so anything that I catch, I'm probably gonna keep just in case. They are hanging around like 10 feet off bottom, so I don't know. It's better to be safe with barotrauma. I'm just going to keep my 9 and then maybe try to see if they're in shallow, because I tried shallow earlier and they just weren't there. So hopefully as the sun goes down they start moving in. But well, I'm sitting in 30 feet and I've been here for the last 2 hours and it's been slower than heck, but now the sun's starting to kind of go down and they're starting to show up a little bit more, so I'm sure it's a kind of an evening kind of deal bite. So man, I know how big of a topic the old barotrauma is right now in the YouTube world. I've always played it safe. If I'm in 24 feet or more, I'll catch like one more before my limit, and then I'll actually just go shallower and try catching some there, because sometimes they're not shallow and you kind of just have to fish the basin. Stinks, but you just gotta be smart with it. There's a fish. Well, it's about 10-inch fish. Wish they were a little bigger, but it's just not worth it putting them back if they're just gonna probably die anyway. There's a fish. Didn't have my camera on. I think that's gonna be a nicer one. Oh yeah, there we go. Should be another 10-incher. Yep. That's 3 now I've caught out deep, and see if we can get some more. Definitely starting to turn on. I kind of figured with how clear it was that this was probably gonna be an evening bite, but guess I kind of wasted about two hours of my day. Some lakes are just like that, where crappies won't bite all day, and just that evening it starts picking up. Oh, that's a nicer mark. Come on, be a nicer fish. That one up hit it. Oh yeah, that'll be a nicer one. At least a keeper. Oh yeah. Nice. Cool. There we go. I think these would release well though, because they are 10 feet off the bottom. So what's that, 19 feet down they are, and it's not like they're starting down and coming up. Every time I've marked them, even when I don't have a jig down there, they've been 10 feet off the bottom. So be kind of interesting. Hopefully they can figure out this barotrauma thing. Like I said, it's better to play it safe and just catch your keepers, your whatever, just enough for make a meal, and then go try shallow, because they might be there eventually. Oh, there's a bunch of marks. I can definitely tell that I need new line here. It's starting to kind of twirl a little bit. I haven't changed it since last year. Normally I'm pretty good about that, changing out my line after the year. Sometimes I even do it twice a year, but usually I have them all ready to go by the first day I ice fish, so might have to do that coming up here. Especially when you're using a small tungsten, you really want to make sure your line doesn't have any memory in it and straight as an arrow. That's a nicer mark. There we go. That might be the nicest fish of the day. Here we go. Come on. Be nice. Yeah, there we go. That one might be 11. Mostly all been around 10. There we go. Cool. Well, basically just got into the crappies today. I thought I would get into some more bluegills and perch and stuff. I did catch one perch off camera, but other than that, it's been pretty much all crappies. I'm gonna switch to waxies, I think. They're just not hitting that smacky as well. Light that thing up. Jeez, it's loaded down there. There's a fish. That's gonna be another nice one. Switch it up to that wax worms and there we go. Heck yeah. Now that I've gone to live bait, I've been working it pretty slow. A lot of times with plastics, it's best if you just keep that rod tip bouncing and kind of pull it away, but when you use wax worms, you can kind of just leave it there and dangle it in front of them. You don't have to move it aggressively. And it's been paying off ever since that sun's gone down quite a bit now. I think it's been about an hour after sunset. A lot of times if they're being finicky, I'll just go to a wax worms or even a minnow head works just as well, and then just kind of hold it in place and move it slow. But when it's feeding time, you just want to work that aggressively with a plastic or any other kind of bait that you're using. There we go. That one was kind of being a turd. Oh, it's a perch. There we go. Another perch I caught, I was like in 25 feet and put it back, but this one I think I'm going to have to keep. Not the biggest one, but it'll eat. Man, everything but what I thought I was going to catch. I thought I'd get into more bluegill, but basically just been crappie and those couple perch I've caught. A lot of action. I don't know what the heck that perch was doing, suspended with those crappies. I'm assuming these are all crappies that are about 12-15 feet off bottom. Kind of disappointing. I thought I'd get into more bluegills. We don't get a lot of bluegill lakes in North Dakota, and for me they're kind of fun to chase in the summer even, and I know a lot of guys in Minnesota like chasing them in the winter. So if anyone from Minnesota that wants to take me bluegill fishing, I would be totally down, because like I say, we don't have very many good lakes. A lot of times if you do find them, there are some prairie lakes where they stock a few and they do get huge. Oh shoot, bobber rod went down. Don't pitch it. There we go. Finally one on the bobber. Ooh, this may be decent. Oh yeah, biggest one of the day for sure. That one actually might be like a 12-incher. Nice. A lot of times your biggest crappie will come on a big minnow. I ended up just staying out here. I didn't try to go shallow tonight. It was too cold to move. I was like, heck that. If I'm packing up, I'm gonna leave. So I'll catch my 10 and get the heck out of here. There we go. Finally ate it. Ooh, there we go. It's a bluegill. Dang. About time. Maybe that's what's been down there that's been finicky. That's a nice gill. Cool. Well, I guess we did get our little bit of multi-species today. That's what I was kind of hoping for. I'd catch more, but decent boat. Probably an 8-inch gill. There we go. This feels like another bluegill, kind of. I think swirling like one. Oh, just a nice crappie. Oh man. There we go. I thought that was gonna be another bluegill, but it's kind of circling like one. But they're actually not built that bad. I mean, they're a little thin, but usually here they used to be a lot thinner. I like to go like this to measure fish because I know exactly that's 9.5 inches. So yeah, he's probably 10.5. There we go. That's a nicer fish. Should be about a 10-11 incher again. There. Nice. And just a nice eater. Probably another 10-incher. That's a big mark. There we go. Come on, be a nice one to end the day. Oh yeah. Oh, it is the biggest one of the day. Heck yes. There we go. That's probably a 12-incher. Starting to get a little bit thicker, but still pretty small. There we go. Last one of the day. Good one to end on. Well, what a great evening I had on the ice today. After sitting here for about a couple hours during the day, it was slower than heck. And I was starting to get a little worried, and then as soon as that sun went below the horizon, it was lights out. What an awesome start to the ice season for me. I had that good perch day, then I had that other decent crappie day, and then today was just insane. But yeah, again, it's very important with, especially dealing with barotrauma, you owe it to the fish to just kind of catch your 10 and get out of here. You don't really want to be catching and releasing. And I know there's been a lot of discussion about barotrauma recently with uncut angling and that study by Angling Buzz, I believe it was. And it's just better to be on the safe side and catch your 10 and get out of there. Well, today I was going to catch 9 and then move shallow. But yeah, today was just too cold and I just caught my 10 and I'm going to get out of here. But yeah, right now I think it's minus 20-degree wind chills. But yeah, hopefully you guys are liking these ice fishing videos. I know it's been a blast for me to start filming them. These are my first ones I've ever put out. I've had regular fishing videos out and hunting, obviously. And it's kind of cool to get in the swing of things for ice season. So, but yeah, I appreciate you guys watching all these videos. It really means a lot, and we're closing in on 1,000 followers. So I would have never thought I would have got that in about 6 months. But thanks again for watching. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya! Bye!